Good morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Coffee and Chat with Hallee Bridgeman. I'm so happy you could join me. I have my cup of coffee, so I hope you have a cup of coffee or tea and you have a few minutes while we chat. So this is very full, so I'm going to set that right there so I don't spill it while I sit here and talk with my hands and move around a bit. So hi, welcome. Happy February. You can believe that. We're in February already of 2022. So today's question is, how do you fit writing into your schedule? And I always love that question because I'm an unusual bird. Let's just start there. And so for those of you who don't know, I homeschool my children, and my husband works remotely from home. And so we co-homeschool, we share that task. And I'm also a real food cook, which means that I soak my grains, sprout them, dry them, then grind them to make flour, to make bread. I'm in the kitchen about 3 hours a day, and I cook all of our meals. And sometimes that involves, putting together a tuna fish salad and putting it on homemade bread, but sometimes it involves cooking. I cook breakfast, I cook lunch, I cook dinner. And all of that comes with prep, cleanup, so that's why it's so long in the kitchen. And I enjoy that. That's like my happy place. So I also run a publishing company. We have several authors, and I have my own books. I have 34 books published, and a very busy business end of the entrepreneurship of being an indie author. How do I fit writing into my day? So here's a couple of things, a couple of tricks that I use for writing. Number one, I write at the same time every day. I get up at 4 in the morning, and I don't do anything but write at 4 in the morning. I don't check my email. I don't turn on my social media. I only write. And I type very fast, but my hands are starting to give out on me. They are painful a lot, and they just don't want to do what they used to do. If I get do a deep dive into a book, I actually start experiencing pain in my arm and in my this part of my hand. And so I use my microphone, and I use drag and dictate. I have to turn this heater off. It seems very loud. I use drag and dictate, and I dictate the first draft of my books. I'm able to go very fast with that, because the only thing that slows me down is my typing speed. And so as drag and dictate has gotten used to the way that I speak and my voice inflections and whatever, however that works, as the AI has adapted to me, I can go even faster. So the thing is that I have this movie in my head of the book. I see it. And when I'm writing it, I'm experiencing it. I think it and hear it and smell it and taste it and feel it. And it's just this, get it out as fast as I can, because I'm afraid I'm going to lose what's there. And like I said, the only thing that's ever slowed me down in the past has been my typing speed, which is like 110 words a minute. So it's not slow. So I write until 6, and I have almost always meet my personal daily goals by that time. In that 2-hour time frame, I've easily accomplished my writing goals for the day, which gives me the rest of the day to do all the other things that come with being a successful indie author. Emails, newsletters, blogs, social media, those kind of things that I set aside for the time after our family has exercised and eaten breakfast and had our morning family devotion. And then the kids have done half of their chores, and then the kitchen is clean from breakfast. And then they go on and begin their lessons for the day. I come back to my office, and my writing goals shouldn't be waiting on me. They should be already there. So I do get up at 4, and I do that. If you're not a morning person, I don't recommend doing that. I don't have the ability to do that at night. I'm completely wasted, after like 6, 7 p.m. I'm not making sense anymore. I'm so tired. I just am simply not a night person. I'll stay up until 10 because my husband is very much a night person, and that's our time together. But I easily could go to bed at 8 every night, and I wouldn't even flinch at that. And I wake up that early normally, naturally. I don't always have an alarm set. I don't always need an alarm. If I go to bed relatively late, I'll set one, but I don't need it. I'll be awake. In fact, I start waking up about 3, and I have to kind of make myself stay in bed until 4. So that's it. I think one of the reasons I'm able to write so quickly and maintain my writing schedule is because the discipline of my writing time is strict, and I guard it. And if I couldn't get up at 4, if I wasn't someone who could function that way, and I did it late at night, I would do it the same way. I would say, this is my writing time, and I'm guarding this closely. When I used to have a full-time job, I wrote 10 books in 2 years with a full-time job, because I got up every morning at 4 and wrote until 6. And at 6 is when I had to get my daughter up. She was a baby, get her ready for daycare for the day, get me out the door for work. And I get home at 6:30 every night, exhausted. And I wouldn't have been able to write then. But at 4 a.m., I was fresh. My mind was ready to engage. I easily wrote. So the microphone and Dragon and a steady, consistent time to write that's guarded, that no one interferes with. And that's how I find time to write. That's a great question. Thank you for that question. If you have a question for me, you can go to halleebridgeman.com, and there's a button to click that says Ask Hallee Question, and it will get to me, and maybe you can answer it. So y'all have a great week, and enjoy this first week of February, and Groundhog's Day is this week. So maybe we'll have a short winter after all. So God bless you.